What's up, everybody? I'm Sydnee Goodman, and in today's Daily Fix, Phil Spencer responds to claims about Series X games, another Ubisoft game leaks, and The Batman spinoff. Roll the thing. People love making comparisons. Apples versus oranges. Do people compare this? Cats versus dogs. And for as long as Xbox and PlayStation have existed, people have been comparing them. Heck, I compare them. But with comparisons, sometimes there's facts that are thrown around that are just not true. And Phil Spencer is here to set the record straight. In an interview with Games Industry, the Xbox boss played down the idea that Xbox Series X games will be held back from their full potential by having to be playable on Xbox One. He called the idea of games being held back, quote, a meme that gets created by people who are too caught up in device competition. Instead, Spencer points to the PC market, where games that are regularly considered the most advanced versions across all platforms can also be played on lower powered hardware. This is great to hear. I honestly was on the side of folks who thought maybe the games were being held back, but the PC example brings a lot of clarity. With that said, this has been the most noticeable difference between Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Xbox has made it clear that it's committed to the idea that its first-party games will be playable across generations, where on the other hand, Sony Interactive Entertainment boss Jim Ryan has specifically said he's not interested in making PS5 games run on PS4 hardware. Ryan explained, quote, we believe that when you go to all the trouble of creating a next-gen console, that it should include features and benefits that the previous generation does not include. And that in our view, people should make games that can make the most of those features. What are your thoughts on the discrepancy between the approaches of the two console giants? Let me know in the comments. Someone call the plumber. Another day, another Ubisoft leak. So far, we've gotten Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay, Watch Dogs Legion screenshots, and now Far Cry 6 is leaked due to a PlayStation Store Hong Kong listing, which confirms Giancarlo Esposito as the game's villain. Also provided is a suggested release date of February 18th, 2021, and that the game will seemingly receive a free PS4 to PS5 upgrade. According to the description in the listing, the game's plot is staged on the island of Yara, the largest Far Cry playground to date, and a tropical paradise frozen in time, which sounds like it could be Cuba, if you ask me. Esposito's character is seemingly called Anton Castillo and serves as dictator of the island, and the protagonist is apparently a local called Danny Rojas, a guerrilla soldier fighting for freedom. After the leak, Ubisoft confirmed that Far Cry 6 will be shown at Sunday's Ubisoft Forward conference. The publisher posted a video of Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo, along with a message that seems to reference the leak. Anton would not be pleased. And the video ends with tune-in messaging for Ubisoft Forward. I'm a little bummed about this leak, mostly because I'd be on hype cloud 9, something I just made up, for a surprise announcement like this. I haven't played like every Far Cry game, but Far Cry 5 and now apparently Far Cry 6 are touching on stories that cater to my interests. Plus, Gus might be one of my favorite TV villains ever. Nonetheless, this doesn't dampen my excitement at all for Ubisoft Forward in the slightest. Definitely excited to see more on Sunday. The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson might still be more than a year out, but that hasn't stopped Warner Brothers from expanding this new incarnation of the franchise. First reported by Variety, Warner Brothers has ordered a spin-off TV series focused on the members of the Gotham City Police Department, which will be exclusive to HBO Max. The series is currently untitled and will be produced by the Batman director Matt Reeves and Boardwalk Empire creator Terrence Winter. According to Variety, the series will build on the Batman's exploration of the crime and corruption in Gotham City. As for whether Robert Pattinson's Batman will appear, we'll have to wait and see. Series order announcements are so interesting because they're so far out from when we actually see the series. I found it increasingly difficult to start my excitement before we have a trailer. That's more or less become my mark. Otherwise, I get really excited and then it dissipates because there's inevitably 20 other things that get announced before the original thing I was excited about actually comes to fruition. And that's your Daily Fix. I'm Sydnee Goodman, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. Now that you're all caught up on the news, check out IGN first of Marvel's Avengers and how Crystal Dynamics and Marvel's partnership came about. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.